everybody, welcome back to Bobby's Bucks, and today I'm out on public land and I have my e-bike with me and I wanted to show you guys this new mount. So as you can see, this mount is specifically made for this e-bike, and you probably get another lock for this because folks could just show up and pull that right off. So I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna go hang a stand real quick. So originally I wanted to film on the way back there, but I didn't have the head strap for the GoPro. I only had that handle, and I actually needed all my strength because it was so thick. There wasn't a trail. There wasn't even a trail, let alone a bike path. They planted corn in the field. So here we are at the very back once I got through the corn, through the woods, and I'm parking the bike. So as far as where I'm setting this stand, it's one of the two possible escape routes. Now, the more I hunt, the more I learn about the deer's travel routes and everything. So from time to time, I'm lucky enough that my sons come out with me. Even my wife, Rachel, will come out and hunt with me. And I like to put someone on the other possible exit or filter or funnel where all the deer are filtering through the woods. So if we can cover those two spots, that means somebody might get in a crack at a good deer. So okay, I'm deep in the swamp. You can see behind me. Now, I'm not the only one that comes back here. Lots of good hunters come back here. I just called myself a good hunter. So you can see these cattails. I mean, it's really wet. And it was a couple years ago, I seen an absolute giant 10-point come through here. He walked right by my stand at 20 yards. He winded me and took off that way. That same year, I seen him in the distance. I hunted him way too hard that year. But this place produces really good deer. It's so thick, and this is basically where big bucks go to grow. We got to cut away all this stuff right here so we can get up in this tree. This tree has two limbs, so you can hide between the two tree trunks and make your shot. There's lots of trails out here, so you should be able to get some good shots in. Come out here in September and I remove the stands because legally we're not allowed to leave stands up. And I do a lot of saddle hunting, but this is just so when I bring somebody else, and it's nice to have these spots way back. And coming out here on, say, a Friday or Thursday afternoon when most people are at work is a good time to get in here and, you know, really kind of secretly hang your stand, because, you know, you're not just hunting deer, you're also hunting around other hunters. So we're all set, we're ready to go. We're out of here. Walking back through the swamp. I tell you, there's so many trails, and it feels like these deer are gonna walk right underneath us. Oh yeah, when we get out in the sun, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, we're walking right through water. I'll show you. Look at my boot. Yeah, that's deep, mucky stuff. I'm gonna shut this down, you guys, and once we get back to the house, I'll talk a little bit more about the bike rack, and I'll show you a little closer look at that. Okay, this is the e-bike rack. Now, what's really cool about this e-bike is you can set it up for one bike. I was actually searching and trying to find an e-bike rack that was specifically for only one bike, but I couldn't find it. But this rack only costs right around $100. And what's neat is you don't have to actually put the second bike rack on it, so you can set it up just for one. Now, I took this out into the field today, worked really good, and I like how high it is, so you can jump off little ramps or jump down from, like, say, a curb, and you don't have to worry about messing this up. Now, this rack is specifically set up for 4-inch wide e-bike tires, so a lot of these racks get pretty expensive, like $300, $400, $500. This one is right around $100, and it's high quality, 5 stars. So far, it's been really neat, worked really good. It has these Velcro straps on the bottom to go through the tire, as well as this little adjustment right here. It comes with this top bar, and it has like a soft grip on it, so you're not going to scratch up your bike. Also, the tires are Velcroed, so you don't have to worry about that. Those are Velcroed on, and then they recommend that you ride with this strap. And this strap goes right through the back. It's got a spot for it. Now, this was about 5 feet long. I ended up cutting it down and then just cutting it on an angle so it was easy to use, and I burned the end so I didn't get a lot of fraying, or I got zero fraying. Once you take that strap off, you can just tighten that down and you really can just pull your bike right off. I'll take that one down and then I'll lift this one off and you're ready to go. So that simple. When you break it down, when you go to put it away, you can push this button and it drops down just like that. Okay, so let me show you how to load the bike. So you'll just hit this button, it's spring loaded, and the assembly was really easy. And you'll come up here and you'll put the first tire on. Just take your handlebars and then I'll take the back. And then I'll take this and I'll drop it down. So it's not going anywhere. It's secure on there now, but they recommend when you ride to use these Velcro straps. You can see how fast they go on. And on top of these Velcro straps, they recommend that you use that one strap. What do I do with that strap? Oh, it's in my pocket. And plus, this goes right through here. And then, like I said, I'll just strap this right here. And that thing's not going anywhere. But this actually comes with an anti-rocking bracket. So I didn't use mine only because it's just pretty sturdy. But if you wanted to say tighten it up, you're getting a lot of rocking, you can put this into the mount, into the receiver. So, but really excited about this. So this is one of the best priced bike racks that I could find. Really easy to put your bike on, and I just wanted to share it. I hope that helps you guys. I absolutely recommend it. Now on the picture you'll see 2 racks for bikes, but again, you don't have to put the back side on. And also, one really cool thing about this, your bike on, you have enough room to drop your tailgate down. So that's what's so nice about that. I still got my sticks in my backpack back here. This was really lightweight. These loppers are featherweight. I'll link these down below. If you guys are doing some stand setup, I really recommend those loppers. Those loppers are less than ½ pound. So really neat. I just wanted to share that, you guys. If you guys have any comments, questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to everybody. Best of luck this season. I hope you guys kill a deer that you're proud of, and we'll see you on the next video.